All right, this is the last video today. I know I should put my face on it. Oh, gosh, maybe I'll do one more with my face. You guys want to see me, but I'm going to like dry my hair because I just didn't even take a shower the whole day until just like now, and my hair is freaking wet. So what I'm trying, I didn't even sleep because I'm like, I've been up for like 3 nights and I'm like, I can't even sleep because I'm so tired. It's just so weird. But regardless, why did I come out on this rampage of video mania? No, it's not coming from like withdrawal. What ended up happening is it's totally tapped into the things that I know when I started seeing the doctors and the nurses and all these things. Because you guys know, or if you don't know, yes, I'm a board certified general surgeon in Mexico and all this stuff, and I did my training there. And yes, I can practice surgery right there, right then, right now. You know, I can go to like Tijuana and be like, hey, who wants a general surgery right now? Yeah, so regardless. So yeah, I'm an MD. Okay, I don't really like to talk about it because I think it takes away from me. It does not add, and no, the only reason we have a profile picture with my pink stethoscope is because it has 400 and something likes. People don't even get that many likes if they have a wedding picture, okay, where they're tagging 12 people. So I'm like, all right, you guys like, I know you guys, all you feminists out there, you love that career girl. Well, here's the thing, you guys. Anyways, how do we get into this? So yeah, I never believe that that's an accomplishment of mine. I just look at it like, thank you, I'm happy, yeah, I just wanted, to be like, Dr. Sarah, yeah. So it was nice for the title, but either way, no, it's not just title. The thing is, or if like, let's say one day I need to like, work for food and like, I don't end up having this balance of, what is it called? What is that thing called in law? Of equality. I don't know what it's called. What was it? Equal balance of something? I took some political science class, but I forgot everything. Okay, the bottom line is division of power, division of this. So yeah, I mean, if you end up finding the love of your life who's an alpha male and you just want to like shine his shoes, bring him coffee, look pretty and please him, great. Then that would be actually a better life than being by yourself and trying to be your own man, and he's going to have to be his own girl. He's doing laundry for himself. He's heating his own food. He's being a girl, basically. And then she's being a guy, and so you're both genderless, and that's why you have men in dresses. You guys, I have issues, but either way, with this whole stuff. And what ended up happening is here I am in the hospital, and every nurse was talking to me for hours. The nurses love you. The nurses love you. And I'm like, yeah, because I brought them donuts too, you guys. And I was giving them chocolate, and they're like, oh gosh, we love you. We love your family. Thank you. I learned my lesson early on, you guys. When I was doing residency in Mexico, I walked in and I didn't talk to anybody because I was trying to be super professional. And they're like, Sarah, the nurses think you are a conceited doctor. And I'm like, what? No. They're like, yeah. So then I'm like, oh, what am I supposed to do? You're supposed to have conversation. So what I did is, this is what happened. Okay, so I need to get an EKG. I need to get this. I need to get that. Oh, the nurses do everything, but for you, they're not going to do anything. And I'm like, what? They're like, yeah. Because normally they would set up the EKG and everything. So I'm like, I have to set up the EKG. I have to get the lab values. I have to do all of that. The nurses did nothing for me. So I learned, because they were mad at me. Apparently, I was seen as a little conceited girl, which everyone always I'm not, you guys. You guys, even my MD that I have, I don't even care. I think it takes away from me. The only reason that my freaking picture is on my profile picture has this pink stethoscope where everyone's like, we love it. The only reason it's because it has 460 likes. People don't even get that many likes on wedding pictures when they tag 12 people. So I'm like, you obviously like the career girl. But either way, I don't. I'm just like, well, I mean, it was nice, because everyone in my family is a doctor. I didn't want to feel so super brainless. But either way, I'm like, can I just like be nothing? But, that's how it is. So regardless, let's not get into that. It's a whole new issue. But what I'm trying to say is, okay, because you guys know, I've seen career women and I've seen women that supposedly have no job, but end up having 15,000 jobs. Oh, you're not working, so do this. Oh, you're not working, do that. Oh, you're not working. So all of a sudden, you're doing 20 million jobs. So it's a lot harder, you guys. Trust me. It's a lot harder, you guys, okay? As someone who's been through medical school and through a residency training, like 48 hours non-sleep. Let me just tell you, taking care of home and things at home is a billion times harder. Okay, now that we've gotten that out, because don't ever say, if I wanted to bake cookies all day. No, it's not baking cookies, honey. Oh, no, it's scrubbing floors, mops, picking up, cleaning your dog's, behind, doing things. There's a lot of things I don't want to talk about. Okay? Yeah. So, regardless, And, watering the plants and little things like that you might think is so fun and happy, but no. Okay, so I realized this, and so we brought them donuts in Mexico, and I even belly danced with my scrubs. Yeah, and they're like, Sarita! All of a sudden, EKGs were done, lab belly, Sarita. Not only that, they're like, honey, if you don't want to see that patient, we're not going to call it until we put you here, and da-da-da, and then we're going to say you're busy. There were some shady things. I'm like, all right. I mean, yeah. So, we're going to assign you to the patient that's going home. We're about to discharge him in 10 seconds, okay? That's going to be your patient. I'm like, okay, whatever you want to do. Thank you. So, anyways, yeah, it does help to have the nurses on your side. But what ended up happening in the hospital, you guys, is that they all started talking about their lives. Like, I have kids, but it's so hard because I work this, and then my husband's this, and then my husband is that, and then he's a pharmacist for the hospital, and then da-da-da-da, and then I'm a nurse that works here, and I'm tired. And they were tired. They were tired. They were bitter. They were angry. Yes, I tried to make them laugh, and most of the time they did laugh. They're like, honey, I like you. So, yeah, I did make them laugh, but they were really tired. Like, tired. I'm like, and you have to go home and then raise kids too? And they're not doing it well. The thing is, I'm not trying to be mean. They're not raising their kids well. They're doing the best job they could, but it's not going to be a good job because you cannot do more than one thing if you want to do it right. You guys, learn from men, okay? This whole doing everything is so hard. So, you're not supposed to do everything at home and then a career, girls. And then you're like, that's why we divide it, me and my husband. Your husband doesn't want to do that. He's not a girl. His corpus callosum cannot do this stuff. You're going against the brain. So, they started talking about like, okay, when this person got sick, my wife couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. We had to do this. We had to do that. Throw the kids with grandma. And I'm just like, whoa, that's depressing. Like, then why would you have kids? Then why would you do this? So part of me was like, ooh, I was crying every day. Like every doctor that came was like so depressing, and every PA and every nurse. I'm like, ugh. You know what I mean? They weren't even happy with their jobs. No, you guys, they weren't. They wanted to get home. Even the surgeon was looking at his watch. Everyone was tired, you guys. It's tiring. So, with that said, this is why we needed to make 12 videos, okay? Because the next time someone goes, no, I just the feminism movement, I want you to know that after a while you burn out. Yeah. And by the time you burn out, your child's going to give you the most problems because they're a teenager. Oh my gosh, my son's going to marry who? Oh my gosh, my daughter's going to do what? Oh, I got some time for that. And then all of a sudden they go their own way, they leave you, and then you end up having a stroke and dying because you can't handle that stress. So your kids aren't going to kill you when they're young. They'll kill you when they're old. Ugh, I wish people knew this, but no. Either way. Okay. So what's the solution? No, there's no solution other than to just listen to STM and say she's right. I just want a cookie. I want a star. I want a thumbs up. I want to be like, yes, because let me tell you something. The alpha males is the male that you're supposed to be. The female that's on the receiving end that just sort of like lives as a princess. And by princess, it doesn't mean princess. It means she's a princess, meaning she's serving. And then she gets ready for the ball. No, she doesn't get ready for the ball. She stays behind and serves until the prince finds her. And when he finds her, it's a done deal. All right, we're getting married tomorrow at 5 p.m. Bye. That's it. There is no question. You guys, when you go in as a man and you're a real alpha male, you don't question. You don't ask. There is no question. The reason why guys are not wifing girls up like this is because number one, they're not alpha males. And number two, these girls aren't feminine. So it's like, we got to get to know each other. We got to kind of, and it's just like, no. It's because he's not an alpha male. Alpha males, no. They look at that and they're like, wow, look at her and look at how she's serving her home. That's my girl. Woo, we're getting married. And there's going to be resistance on every end. And that person doesn't care because it's going to be like, I already claimed it. Bye. That's what it is, you guys. There was no, Jacob, the thing is, Jacob was like, Isaac. Dude, Sarah, what is wrong with you? Jacob married Leah and Rachel. Laban. Sarah, get it right. Laban was like, you're going to work for Rachel, honey. You're going to work. And he's like, I'll work. Whatever it takes. Little did he know. It was working double and getting two. He's like, I don't want Leah. He's like, you got to take both. But either way, the thing is, you guys, you see, there was resistance here, resistance there, this and that. He wasn't going to stop. He's like, I want that girl. I want that. That's someone who's biblical. Look at how she got down to do this and serve this and da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da. I want that. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's about, you guys. With Rebecca, it was like that. And her family was like, you ain't going with him. You ain't going. And he's like, you know what I mean? Isaac's like, no. He's like, Rebecca, do you want to listen to your mom or me? And she's like, he made her choose. You guys talking about choosing? He's like, he made her choose. It's either your mom or me. Rebecca, what do you want? And she's like, you. That was it. Like a boss. He didn't say, let me give you options A, B, C, D, E, and then some. No, because he's an alpha male. Alpha males don't give options. You guys, alpha males don't give options. They're like, this is how it's done. This is what we doing, and this is how it's going. You like it? All right. You don't? Sorry. I can't roll with you. That's how it is. And he's got to give ultimatums. They're not ultimatums. They're just, this is how it is. You were so afraid to be controlling, but the thing is, a man of God is controlling. I'm telling you, a man of God doesn't even control his home. He controls the whole city. They fear him because he's such a man of control, because he's doing the right thing. And again, this is what we lack in our society. Well, as a man, I don't feel like I'm respected. I mean, I don't feel like I'm listened to. I don't feel like, well, do you have a word? Like, does your word mean anything? Are you somebody who says something and does it? Or you're just like some girl that's like, oh yeah, we're going to do this. Oh, sorry, changed my mind. Things changed. Oh, you changed. I don't agree with you. Oh yeah, well, I was wrong. Oh no, you know what? Maybe the timing was wrong. Oh, but you guys, we have men that act like girls. This is the problem. You got to be an alpha male. And if anyone is making you be not an alpha male because you've been around with too many girls that are feminists, you need to get away from the feminist girls. And you also need to get away from guys who are not men, who are not alpha men. It's that simple. If you're bro, your dude, your homeboy, you got to do this to get a girl to like you. You got to wear this. It's like, bro, if that guy's telling you that, you run away from him, okay? Because you got to be like, I don't care, because I wear the pants and I decide. And she's going to like me for who I am because I'm making those decisions because I am the man. And it's like, yeah, but you got to, what? Go dress like a girl? Like go and try to take care of your nails? Get them filed? No, bro. You're a guy. You're an alpha male. Yeah, and that's how it is. But unfortunately in our society, men have decided like they're so weak or so scared. And it's like women have become so super feministic that it's like, you've taken away from a man's manhood. And that's why no man feels like he's a man. I don't feel like I'm a man. I mean, I feel like yeah, because you married a feminist. Yeah. You guys, we don't roll like that. STM doesn't roll like that. And my family knows that. They're like, you're going to end up with that. You're going to be controlled. And I'm like, and gladly so. Why? Because you don't want to leave a woman to her own devices. You don't want her to be making decisions because she's emotional. It's why I didn't vote for Hillary. I'm like, no. I know how women doubt and how they're afraid and how they have no clue or concept about money, about this, about that. No, they just don't understand because they're girls. And what are they taught to do? Serve. That's what a girl is. Service. That's it. They are taught they're given orders. I want this done and this done and this done. That's how you talk to a girl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 1, I want you to do this. Number 2, between the hours of 10 and this, I want you to do this. Number 3, I want you to do this. Number 4, and number 5, this. And when you're done with all that, honey, I want you to do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and that. And when you're done with that, then this. And that's it. And she'll be like, okay, sure. Like a servant, because the Bible says a girl is a servant to her husband. Yeah, I'm sorry, girls, you don't want to hear that. He's your husband and you should submit? Yeah. I know you don't want to hear that. Well, number 1, most men are not men of God, so they can't even get you to submit to anything because they're not even following God. Number 2, they're not even alpha males who even think they can tell you what to do. They don't even lay it out for you. They don't even tell you whatever you want. And if you show any sort of resistance or any sort of this, they still can't lay it out for you. They're like, okay, I'll just listen to you. As opposed to, no, we are going to do this and it's going to work out. Yeah, but I'm scared of this. I'm scared of that. And I don't know when to... Just trust me, we're going to do it. Okay. That's it. We're done. You guys, it's simple. And so after being in the hospital for all these days, I looked around me and I was like, this is all a result of the feminism movement. This is all a result of the feminism movement. It's destroyed our world. It officially has. And that's why you think a lot of men like Trump, because they're like, we want this. And even that, he's not even, you guys, there are so many better alpha males. But what I'm trying to say is, the thing is, people want that. They want that. They want a man to take control. They're like, this one's going to do what he says. Even if he says, I'm going to bomb everything, he's going to do it. He's a man of his word. He's going to do it. He's going to give us our manhood back. You guys, I understand this more than anyone else. Men are dying to see another man because you ain't got no role models. You're like, every guy is getting whipped. It's like, at some point, you're going to be like, I want to be a man who's in charge. And even then, he's not even in charge, because if his wife doesn't live in the White House, then she's not going to, you see what I'm saying, you guys? So even the alpha male that you're looking at isn't even that much of an alpha male. You should even be greater than that. They're going to come up with a decision, both of them together, both the spouses together. What? What on freaking earth? No, that's not how it is, you guys. My grandfather wasn't like that. My grandpa was like, my family's spending the night in our house. You know that, right? On our honeymoon. Like, you know that after the wedding. And she's like, yes. Haadir Dr. Rushdie. She used to even call him doctor. I'm like, who calls her husband doctor? She does. I mean, you guys should be calling your husband master. What I'm trying to say is, I'm like, she was like, of course, Dr. Rushdie, whatever you want. Yeah. And you're like, if you would have seen my grandma, you'd have been like, grandma was whipped. That's how it should be. She's a girl. Submission. This is the problem, you guys. You're living too much with, you really aren't having gender roles. You've forgotten what your gender roles are. And that's why if you marry a complete douchebag who's not with God, and you're such a submissive holy girl, you're going to go down the drains. He's going to be taking you to bad places around this. You're going to be drinking. You're going to be around bad language and bad areas with bad company because you didn't marry a man of God. But then again, you wouldn't be, if you were such a good girl and traditional, you wouldn't have done that. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, you got to be smart. Because you're going to serve God first, right? So you got to be smart, serving God and serving your family. And so her family has to approve of the guy, not the other way around. And this is a society too. It's like, is she going to be good enough for our son? You got to be asking yourself, is your son good enough for her? Because there ain't no, you guys, if you are an alpha male, that's another thing. You have protection. Because ain't nobody going to fight an alpha male. Ain't no girl in the world if he's a real alpha male, but we don't have him. So if you are a real alpha male, honey, you can get her to go against her family, against whatever it is, because you're an alpha male. Oh yeah. You can get her to live in the freaking, a cave, in a whatever. That's why you see all these people joining ISIS, all these girls that are brainwashed. Because they're evil, but they're like, this is how it is. Bye. That's how it is. People want to see that manhood. They want to see a man that's like, I'm going to tell her what to do. She's mine. She's going to submit to me. And you're sitting here going, oh, let's make a decision as a husband and wife. That wasn't how it was, you guys. Sorry. And everybody's saying the same thing. Men are not men. Yeah. When you're a man, you say a word like a boss and it's done. That's why I'm saying this with such anger, because every woman in my mother's generation is saying, men are not men. And that's what I keep hearing from the women and the men. It's like, if you're anything less than 65 years old, you are making that comment. Men are not men and women are not women. Women don't respect men and men don't treat women well. And da-da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da. And you have all this, we're both exchanging roles. We're both splitting the time. We're both coming up with a decision. Like you're going to some kind of, why are you even going to counselors that aren't even living in traditional times? Don't be letting these psychologists mess with your brains. You guys, let me tell you something. Go back to old-fashioned traditions and go to the Bible. Enough of this nonsense. This whole thing of we're both the same. And no, you're not. One is XX and one is XY. Although with some of you, I'm like, it looks like you've been X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, there's got to be another gender here because I don't know what it is. It's like genderless. You guys, it's okay to be a girl, like a feminine girl. It's okay. And boys, you need to be an alpha male. You do. because that means she's going to follow you. The less of an alpha male you are, the more she's going to have control. And you're all afraid of losing control, but the reality is the reason why you didn't have control to begin with because you ain't got no alpha male in you. That's the problem. And that's why you ain't getting respected. That's the problem. And children, if the children don't see that the father's being respected by the mother because he's not even an alpha male to begin with, the children won't respect him because he's like, dude, we want an alpha male. That's why you have all these people for Trump. Yeah, he said he was going to do it, and he's doing it. There you go, Hillary. Because it is boy against girl. It is. So man up, boys. Man up. Yeah, man up. That's the reality. Man up. That's it. You say something, you do it. You got to be a man of your word. It's not this little, I'm a girl and I'm scared. Or I'm a this and I'm that. And da-da-da. You guys, that's not how it is. That isn't how it is. You walk in like a boss. You don't return anything. You don't da-da-da-da. You're a man. You do something and it's done. We're done. There ain't no exchange returns and that's it. You make a decision, you're done. That's an alpha male. And if you cannot learn to do that in everything in your life, with where you live, your clothing, your this, your that, how the heck are you going to do this in a relationship? The thing is, alpha males win. But the problem is you don't find them. Alpha males win. They also win in the hospital. The surgeon comes in and he does that. But the thing is, it's so amazing how someone wants to be an alpha male at work, but then at home it becomes, I'm going to turn into a girl. I'm scared of my wife. It's my wife. I don't even understand why that's such a cliche. I didn't see that in the Bible. I didn't see any guy that said he was scared of his wife. It was the exact opposite. Every woman was terrified of her husband, including Milcah, who, when she was betrothed to David, he took her away from her husband. He's like, honey, I betrothed you, sweetheart. I don't care if you went to another man. You are mine. And Milcah's like, ooh, but you were so hard on me, David, and you weren't even there for me. But okay, I guess. Yeah, because that's how it is. That's how it is, you guys, like a boss. Do you want to be a boss? You see, you all want to be alpha males because that's real manhood. You all want to be a man, but the thing is your behaviors and your actions and your decisions and the way you come about with your decisions are just ridiculous. It's more girly than the biggest girl, which is why I'm saying all these women are like, I got to also be an alpha male just in case because what if my husband da-da-da-da and da-da-da, I got to help and I got to, honey, if he's a real alpha male, he doesn't want you to help him. Not with any single financial anything, sweetheart. It's only when he's not an alpha male that he's getting help because, honey, he ain't a man yet. It's time. He's a little boy. It's time for him to become an alpha male. Yeah. There needs to be alpha male school. If there's alpha male school, let me know problems, you guys. Because you're going to attract the virgin who's completely traditional. And the fact, you guys, I'm saying this stuff because Trump winning as president is just shedding light on the world we have and why people voted for him. Yeah. It's because they are seeing a complete inequality between men and women that has directly resulted from the feminism movement. You are not equal. If you were equal, you would have the same chromosomes. You don't. XX and XY are not the same. No, they're not the same. And so there are differences. Yeah, there are. And because there are differences, you should embrace them. Love them. Yeah. A woman gives birth. She gives her whole stomach for her child. She suffers for this being. And why does she do it? Because she's freaking crazy. She's selfless. So she does it. And even then, it doesn't even bring her rewards. It says that actually married couples without children are happier than those with children. So why does she do it? Because she's selfless. She wants to serve. She wants to do things that are good. She wants to help. She wants to love. And then you put her in the career world and make her like a man. And then the man is like, well, I'm not doing anything. I don't have the kids. And then she's like, you have to do this too. And you got to do this too. And he's like, but I'm not a girl. And she's like, no, you have to be. And then you go to relationship school and they're like, the way to succeed in a relationship, it's give and take. Both parties need to sacrifice. Both parties need to be their gender. And when we get each party behaving like their gender, then we solve all the problems in society. But again, no one's going to listen to STM because you guys are just blinded by this movement. Let's just do what everyone else is doing. And then you find that Trump wins and he's like, marry a housewife. Trump wins, not the career go-getter Hillary Clinton. She didn't win. So obviously, the Bible wins. In terms of what people actually want to see in the world. They want to see old-fashioned biblical stuff. Biblical love, biblical this. They don't want all this mixing and matching and all this nonsense that we're seeing. This stuff. And if Trump was more of a one-woman kind of guy, it would even be better. But what I'm saying is you can't even find alpha males even when it comes to income, let alone, an alpha male is not someone who cheats. I'm telling you, an alpha male isn't someone who goes out with multiple women. An alpha male is somebody who goes for one woman and gets married and says, I'm doing this, and we're done. He doesn't go and play around. This is another thing. These are guys that don't understand what it is to be an alpha male. Alpha males work so hard. They are so invested in their career. And when it comes to marriage, they find one girl, propose, and marry. That's an alpha male. And the thing is, you don't see that. They don't do this whole, yeah, but this is, oh, I don't know. And blah, 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 blah. No, you guys, these guys are committed. These guys, they make decisions. They are honest. Their word is gold. You guys, this ain't no girl. When you're dealing with feminine women, this is the problem. You think if you are an alpha male, what appeals most to you is someone who what? Who is your counterpart. Who is there, who says, rescue me, help me, take care of me. That's it. I am going to do everything for you. But instead, you go out with all these women that are so independent and so into them, and then you say, I really like that she has her own life going on. I really like, because you like men? You like other alpha males? You got to check. I mean, yes, there is a rise in, homosexuality, which, again, I don't have a problem with. I'm just trying to say, yes, the Bible does, by the way. But either way, then maybe you should check your gender. What exactly are you attracted to? Because if you're attracted to men, then that's fine. But see, the thing that a real man, alpha male, is going to be like, I just love how she's so helpless. I love how she's just like a little girl. Like, oh my gosh, like she doesn't understand anything about life. She needs someone to take care of her. I mean, if her parents are gone, what is she going to do? I mean, who's going to be there for her? Oh my gosh. She'll die. She could actually starve. Oh no. You know what I mean? That should be what's attracting you. You guys need to watch The Princess Bride. And you guys need to see The Damsel in Distress too. You need to understand these concepts that attract real men. And stop looking for a man. And if you're a girl, stop looking for a girl. Trust me, I'm not attracted to men who are like damsel in distress. I run away. I'm like, ooh. So a masculine man would also not be attracted to a girl who's super independent, making her own money and doing really well in life. Yeah, that's like a girl liking a guy who she needs to take care of and support financially and put him. I mean, doesn't that sound ridiculous on the other way? Like when I say it from the other way, don't you go, oh, that sounded so sick. Yeah, girls. So why are you so confused that guys think the same way if they're real men? But again, you guys know how I love you guys. I really do. I got to go back because I got to give my mom an injection that I learned how to do. Little did I know that you just push it a little bit harder and it like freaking goes into its own cap. In Mexico, we didn't have that kind of safety stuff. You got to pull that syringe and I'm like, wow, are you serious? Because I was like, don't prick yourself, Sarah. Don't prick yourself, Sarah. And it was so scary. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You guys, Mexico doesn't have that kind of technology like America. But the brain is there because you see everything. All right. Love you all. Thank you.